Okay, give me like 5 seconds to check this out. Just make sure this is.
Okay, I can do that. I got about how much I got.
Okay, cool. All right,
So I have a timer going off for some popcorn chicken that I'm gonna have to keep on air.
Understandable. I mean, I know popcorn chicken priorities in life always have to come first.
Oh, I actually didn't set it, so popcorn chicken's probably burning. All right, show me what you got.
All right, dude, check this out. So right here, we're working with the Sony 3000 or something. It's like the action cam. Sony's action cam, right?
Is it the one that's like kind of long and white?
Yeah, exactly. I just have a bunch of tape on it, so it looks confusing. But if we take this thing off, then you see it's that classic.
Classic. What's that?
They're a little. This is like it's just a piece of glass. And so if I drop it and it smashes this, then it will break this, and then I can just replace that. You know what I mean?
It's genius.
And then I got our classic little, very, very small dead cat. And the Sony has like pretty nice audio, like compared to other action cams.
Nice.
But it's also not waterproof, so I think that's why its audio is good. Like you have to have a case if you want it to be waterproof. So it's not waterproof ever. But then this is where things get really, really hairy. Okay.
Oh, let's see it.
So this is why I look like a terrorist if I go anywhere, because I carry.
Oh my God.
All right, so check this out. So basically what's going on here, let me just get the whole thing out. Basically what's going on is
that a laptop or is that a power bank?
So this is the power bank here, okay? And all this is unplugged.
This is how he live streams. Here's the background. So you got a power bank and a bunch of other stuff.
So this is a 50,000 milliamp hour battery. And then I have two of these, and I just rotate them on the charger, right? So this.
How long do they last?
This one's in use right now, and this charges like everything as I use it, right? So it's basically like unlimited power. Yeah, dude, who's that? Is this your friend?
This is my girlfriend.
Hi.
Yo, what's up?
Who is this one?
This is Michael. This is the guy who's live streaming. Yeah, boys guy.
The one with the funny music videos?
The one with the funny music videos.
Yeah, that's me.
The original van guy. The guy who got me into video production. I'll tell you that.
Is that a fair statement?
That's a fair statement. I started after you. I saw your Isoplex video. It was a badass video.
That's so cool, dude. Do you see my heart?
Go on. What do you got there? What do we got?
All right, so this is where things get like more interesting because everyone knows how power and cameras work, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the crux of the piece here. This is the live use solo, and this alone is like $1,000 piece of equipment, and it's only made for like mobile live streaming. And it's like relatively new. So
yeah, for like Twitch people and whatnot.
Yeah. So like Ice Poseidon.
Yeah.
So this is like the device that he uses, and like all the guys who go around. And then what this does is over here is all of the data. So I have a Verizon like hotspot thing, and then 3 different AT&T ones. One's connected with Wi-Fi, one's Ethernet. And these 2 are just USB, and all of that goes into here. And then this thing takes the signals, and it turns the 4 like relatively weak signals into one like fairly strong one. And it gets up to like 6,000 kilobytes or whatever. So like 6 megabytes per second. If that's, I don't know if that's right or not, but that's
yeah.
And then all that goes here, and this takes that, and it also takes the signal from the camera, and this transmits all of that to like a server thing, to like Live View's own server thing. And then it's like a dashboard where you can choose, you can like create the streams in other places. And so from there, you pick where it goes and like at what time and stuff, and you kind of control it. And then so I just send it from here directly to YouTube. And then once it's on YouTube, then you can like adjust things on there too. But like that's the whole flow. So it's like camera to this thing, data
so
comes here.
Taking the 4 weeks. That seems like the crazy part. It's taking the 4 week signals and combining them into one.
Exactly. And that's like the critical part too, because without that, like it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to push out a 720p reliable stream. Like there's no way.
Yeah. Everywhere you go. Wait, so tell me, I have a couple questions. First question, do you want to see the goods? Check this shit out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like this. How much? I don't know. Two major questions. How much does this cost you to do?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's like $600 a month in data. And so it's basically like a rent's worth of data. And the original investment, I think, was probably between $2,000 and $2,500. And then I'm assuming I might have to like replace some things along the way. Like I probably will have to definitely replace cables, and then maybe I'll have to replace this camera at some point. And so those are kind of costs I'm accounting for. But yeah.
Question number two, what was your are you ever offline?
So the only time I'm offline is if I'm switching from this device to what I'm doing now, which is like a webcam. And I don't have to go offline. Like I could keep it like continuous, but the reason that I go offline is because if you go in 12-hour or less segments, then YouTube DVRs them for you and it turns them into videos so they can stay there forever. But if you go longer, then it just starts overwriting the original section, and so I didn't want to do that.
Okay, couple more questions. So you said you go to the bathroom. What if you gotta are you gonna what are you gonna do?
So the only things I'm not gonna show, and like I haven't shown so far, is like if I'm showering, I don't put it in the room because it's steamy and I feel like it'd mess up the equipment, and it's just like very risky because if I accidentally show my genitals, then like I'll get kicked off of my account or whatever, and it'll like fuck up the whole stream. And that's not what I want. But like the thing is, like I don't care. Like I would literally show it. Like it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like every other part of my life is already gonna be on the internet. Like why do I care if my dick is on the internet? You know? But it's just a platform. But yeah.
Wait, okay. So you got that. Like what about when you're going out swimming? I guess fuck you figure something out. Bars, and I know if there's anyone who's gonna do this for a whole year, it's gonna be you. But you're actually planning on doing this all 2019.
Yeah, whole year, man.
Oh my fucking hell! What was your inspiration to do this? What was your idea? Just want to do something ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, I always want to do something ridiculous, but I thought this was really interesting because it's like an interesting time period in media where like live streaming is sort of exploding, you know, like with Twitch and everything. But this genre of live stream, I think, is really unexplored. And like nobody's done like exactly what I'm doing yet. And like the closest thing to it, and like the whole idea of like nonstop live streaming, like your life for a really, really long period of time is pretty unexplored. But one dude did something like this, like back in 2008, and it was like way before its time. And it was like very low quality and it wasn't archived. So it's like slightly different from this still, but it was like really interesting. And he just did it so far before its time that like it didn't get picked up and it wasn't like significant. But like I think now is the time when like it will get picked up and it will be interesting because it's like on the verge of being there. And this is like what I see as the next step, you know?
Hell yeah, that's amazing. That's so nice. I'm sure something's gonna happen with it. I have no idea what. It's really awesome. It's like the Truman Show. You're like a real life Truman Show.
Yeah, exactly.
What about when you're sad, you're happy, you're like you're on a date or something? You just bring the camera on a date?
Yeah, exactly. I have to always make sure that anyone I hang out with is like okay with being live streamed like all the time, or else I just can't hang out with them.
Drinking? Are you doing like what if you do something illegal?
Dude, I already have. I mean, my life is like pretty illegal in a lot of ways, but like it's on. I mean, dude, as long as I don't get kicked off, like I guess technically I could get kicked off for a lot of things I do, but like it's just like hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully nobody pays close enough attention and like sees that shit.
Exactly. Until someone, there's gonna be like The Verge or someone's gonna pick it up and say, yeah, you gotta check out this guy live streaming, and then you're gonna get 80,000 people who have their eyes on you. That'll be nuts.
Yeah.
I watched the episode of you sleeping the other day. Sleeping. I put it on double speed while I was editing a video, and I just had it in the background.
Hell yeah, dude! That watch time.
It's comforting, man. People might latch on it as like a comforting way, like mukbang, but less fucking weird.
That's really weird that you say that. No one else seems to understand that, and like I don't completely understand it, but it is like my most popular time of streaming. Like all of the most of views that I get are from me sleeping.
It's weird, man. People.
Can everyone hear your conversation?
I don't know. Can everyone hear us?
Yeah.
So we'll be on his YouTube page.
Yeah.
Permanently. Say anything you want to say. Well, fuck, that's amazing. Well, thanks for explaining all that to me.
Dude, I wanted to hang out with you when I talked to you before break, and I was like, yo, like I gotta talk to you about something. This is what I wanted to talk to you about when I came out of Boise, but we didn't get to hang out. I was bummed.
I'll be up soon. Where you at?
I'm in College Station, Texas.
Okay, I'll find a way down to Texas.
Dude, do it, man. Come down here and hang out.
Okay, we'll play. Here, you guys can be immortalized. He's live streaming his whole life.
Stream? I'm falling. Are we on the live stream?
Yeah, you're on here right now.
We're gonna find you like day 4 or whatever. The YouTube live stream. Cool. All right, I love you, boy. I'll talk to you soon. I'll call you sometime in the next couple of days with that.
All right, see you, Brian.
Much love.